Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. That's right, folks. It's a Friday, Junior, and we are live again. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network, and we are back for more live wrestling, the channel that covers more live wrestling than any other channel out there. We got Impact tonight. We got Luna Havoc. I also have some Ring of Honor already kicking off, folks. So grab your snacks, grab your feel good, make sure you have a smile on your face. We got so much to get into, so much to talk about. The weekend is upon us. Let's go! Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are live. And like I said, folks, it's Friday, Junior. We put it in the books. We're going to cap it off with a little bit of wrestling here tonight. Of course, Thursday night, we bring in Impact Wrestling. We do watch Impact Wrestling on YouTube, so we are going to be a little delayed on the start. But once it kicks off, we are commercial free. So stay tuned. No spoilers in that chat. In the meantime, we're going to talk a little bit of wrestling. Fill up that chat. Welcome to the show. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. But I also have some Ring of Honor kicking off or still rolling as we go along. So I thought I would check in and see what's going on. Just had a really good match with Zack Sabre Jr. and Ricky Romero. But the Workhorsemen are going up against Darius Martin and Action Andrade. I found him. I know where Action Andrade is. So we found him. So we got lots to get into tonight, folks. As always, who's going to take you through the trip? It's me, Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the face that runs the place. Big shout out to everyone there. Like I mentioned, Luna Havoc will be here. Our Impact Insider will be joining us. So we got lots of fun to have, lots to talk about. I do see this chat already picking up. So that's good news, good news. But yes, on tap, off the heels of Under Siege, we are going to talk some Impact tonight. We're going to see what tonight brings. Of course, Bully Ray, Steve Macklin, two guys that kind of out of left field teamed up. They put Scott D'Amore through a flaming table at Under Siege to cap off the night. And what a night it was. Under Siege was one of the better, most exciting pay-per-views of the weekend. I know some people just foo-foo Impact Wrestling, but if you miss Under Siege, if you're going to miss Against All Odds coming up, you're missing out. Impact really does deliver on their pay-per-views, and that is undeniable at this point. Steve Macklin was a bloody mess. He had a flap. He went through a war with PCO. He stapled PCO's mouth shut. But I digress. We're going to get into all the action. And yeah, like I said, I got Ring of Honor up. We'll talk about Ring of Honor. We'll talk a little bit about Ring of Honor. But let's see how the chat is doing so far tonight. Let me catch up and try and stay ahead of all the comments as we go. Rocco is in the house. Reports Lesnar will refuse Cody's challenge. We'll get that. We'll get there. We'll get there. But that's a good one, Rocco. We'll see what the reports mean. My opinion was that Cody just missed Money in the Bank anyway. Play up that broken arm. Gives you a reason to miss it. Don't be in the ladder match. Don't be involved in Money in the Bank. Don't lose because we've seen you lose. Go through your hard times. Keep battling Brock. We'll figure that out. Damien's in the house. He's always looking forward to a bunch of things, so we'll just click through that. Ooh, Sammy Callahan and Jake Christ going to take on Crazy Steve, a favor of Luna's, and Black Taurus. So that's going to be fun and interesting. Looking forward to Eddie Edwards and Umura. Yes, that should be interesting. Yu has been getting a little bit of a push on Impact, kind of like Impact's version of Takashka. So, hey, but we'll get into that, Damien, for sure. Damien says, against all odds, we have Steve Macklin versus Alex Shelley. It's going to be wicked. Killer Kelly versus Masha. Going to be wicked. Dog collar match between the two ladies. I don't recall, and maybe someone out there, fact checkers, I do not recall a time where we had two ladies in a dog collar match. So I'm all ears if anybody else can recall it. Trey Miguel versus Chris Sabin. Going to be an outstanding match. Chris Sabin, obviously one half of the Motor City Machine Guns with Alex Shelley. Could Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin leave against all odds with belts? We'll find out. But the against all odds next Friday. We're wasting no time. We just had Under Siege last Friday. Next Friday, we're back for Against All Odds. It's going to be crazy. We'll get, more things from Damien. That is us. Hassine, how you doing? Boston, how you doing? The current prediction champion is in the house. Trey, how are you tonight? Big Dog, welcome back. Or Nick Jr., as I like to call him. What up? And what's up? As always, Boston, it's the Wrasslin that's up. And if you are watching Ring of Honor, I mean, not a bad pace to this tag team match. I will say that. Let's do it. Nick, what in a way, as always. What's up, Big Nick? Hope you are doing well, sir. Spoiler alert, we're going to watch some wrestling. That's always a spoiler around here. See Money, I hope you are doing well. Elimination Chamber in the house. Oh, we got a pin. Action Andrade gets his pin. There you go. What else is Damien looking forward to? Friday. Yes. Rampage of Champions. I guess in light of Rampage kind of moving back into that 10 o'clock slot, Tony trying to spice it up by having a bunch of belts that are not AEW defended. So interesting, that will be interesting. It should be a good night of wrestling. Bold strategy, but we'll see how it works out for them. But we will be here live. What pay-per-view is coming on Impact? I've seen, like I just said, Against All Odds is up next, and it's next week. And then they got a bunch of dates in Canada, so it's exciting times. Lesnar screws Cody in the Money in the Bank match. Then Cody screws Lesnar. Title match with Rollins, so the fight at SummerSlam. Now, we just did that with the World Championship, though, Rocco. That's my issue there. Don't go to the well too many times. That's one of the criticisms of WWE is going, just doing the same shit over and over. Keep Cody away from Money in the Bank. Play up the broken arm. He doesn't have to be in the Money in the Bank. He doesn't have to try and get Money in the Bank. He legitimately can just still be dealing with Brock. That's my opinion. There you go. Thank you, Trey. Kenneth is in the house. King Jordan's back. Good to see you. Good to see you. What do we got here? So, Kenneth. Hey, all you guys and gals doing tonight. I'm doing good tonight. Glad you're doing well, sir. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Thursday. And I will remind everybody, we do watch Impact on YouTube, where we got the YouTube membership, Luna and I. We choose to watch it a little bit later because we get no commercials. So we can just fly through it real quick. It ends just about the same time as it does when it airs on Access with commercials. So do not spoil it. Holy shit. The Butcher, The Blade, and Kip Sabian are here. There you go. There you go. Interesting. Big Dog got OVW on here, watching a couple of toothpicks in the ring. Why? I have no idea. At least I had the sense to wear a mask. Big Dog. OVW is an interesting one. I mean, we haven't covered OVW live here, and the reason is generally it doesn't look very appealing. Straight up. You let me know if I'm missing out on something. But yeah, I mean, for me, like you said, you're probably watching two toothpicks in the ring. I don't know. OVW is just not what it used to be. But I got Butcher, Blade, Kip, Penelope, just cleaned house on Ring of Honor. I don't know. What's up, King Jordan? I'll admit, Steve Macklin PCO had one hell of a match. Dude, they tore it down. They weren't fucking around at all. They got into it, and it was all over the place. And a lot of people talk about, I mean, he literally, Steve, that is, stapled PCO's mouth shut. And then we watch PCO pull the staples out with pliers. PCO something else. He's just unhuman. He's on a different level. What the fuck is this? Excuse my language, folks. Serpentico and Helico, Jack Cartwheel. And they're calling them SAP, which I thought they were going to drop SAP because they hijacked that from an independent tag team, a long-standing pseudo-legendary tag team. But yeah, I mean, Luther and everyone wearing very bright colors. And Jack Cartwheel is in there somehow. Interesting. Steve Chambers says, my beef with Impact is why have their pay-per-views on a Friday competing with SmackDown? Chambers, I ask this all the time. It's not something they used to do. Like if you look back through our archive, we love covering Impact pay-per-views because they were on Saturdays or Sundays. They transitioned. Now, rumor was they were going to transition away from Friday pay-per-views. I think that's a bad move. You're never, as an Impact, like you're going to have your very niche audience that tunes in for an Impact pay-per-view. But outside of that, if you want any casual fans looking for some wrestling to watch, going up against SmackDown is a terrible idea. And it's unfortunate because a lot of people dismiss Impact. Impact's the little engine that's always trying, that never dies, that never gives up. But at the end of the day, you got to put it in the best place possible to get views and get seen. Put it back on the weekends. There's a lot of weekends without wrestling, or wrestling that not at that caliber, that you could definitely fill in, definitely be a part of it. So for me, I don't like it either. It's been a problem. I think I've seen a dog color match. I haven't seen a dog color match in decades. I think USWA had a women's dog color match. Not sure. Big Dog, we saw Cody Rhodes have a couple. MJF was in a really good one. But yeah, as far as ladies, I do not off the top of my head recall a ladies dog color match. I have no idea. Masha and Killer Kelly are insane. Like the last couple times we've seen these ladies, they've just been fighting all over the ring, fighting all over the show. A dog collar match between these two will not be for the faint of heart. It should be outstanding. It should be highly competitive. I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. Can we get Scott Steiner with percentage lessons on the 841 match? Well, you see here, no. 841 match is going to be interesting. I like it. Start off with 8 men, work your way down to 4, then work your way down to 1. I like it. It's going to establish the next number 1 contender for technically either Macklin or Alex Shelley. My prediction is it's going to be Macklin. Should be good. Should be interesting. A lot of big names involved in that match, so it'll be fun. Dog color match, Piper versus Valentine, Cody versus Brody Lee, Chambers. Everybody kind of leans on that Piper Valentine one because it was so good. Such a classic match. Cody, Brody Lee tore it down. I really loved that match. Unfortunately, it was one of Brody Lee's last matches. And, Cody didn't survive AEW much after that. So, yeah, we've had some dog collar matches since then as well. But, yeah, it'll be very interesting. Gilly, how you doing? Welcome back. How much is Impact Plus monthly? It's like $3-4 a month, I think. I can't remember. I got so you guys have no idea how many subscriptions we have. It's ridiculous. Ring of Honor, and then sports packages, and then fights and Bleacher and Swimmy, Swami, Swanson. We got them all. Now, if you guys are out there wondering right now, Bandito is in the ring against Serpentico. Vikingo's here? What is happening? Why are these guys here? Yeah, Vikingo, Draglistico, and Bandito are going up against the aforementioned Team Chaos, or SAP now that they're called, which did, like I said, cause a lot of heat for them. But we're getting a very lucha match. So, all right. Both men with a nip up. Serpentico, Serpentico's been a joke, kind of used as a punching bag for 4 years now. Vikingo tags in. Jack Cartwheel tags in. Two high-flying independent stars. To me, I don't mind them being on Ring of Honor. I just want them exclusively on Ring of Honor. And I'm actually surprised. I thought Vikingo kind of left AEW and kind of went back about his business, but apparently not. Thank God for DVR. No shit. Jack Carville caught by Vikingo, showing a little bit of power for the little man. All right, that was fun. Okay, if you like spots, this is the match to watch. Holy shit. Okay, that was awful. Cartwheel does a handstand leg sweep, but Vikingo just watched him do it. It wasn't great to watch, but nice move to get back into the ring and gets a 2-fall. Cody got to play this right. Stay out of the ring. Let's fake the injury, heal. Then Cody versus Lesnar at SummerSlam. Either Hell in a Cell or Last Man Standing. Big Dog, I'm on the same page, bro. I'm with you all the way on this one. Yeah, I think Cody being involved in the Money in the Bank is unnecessary. I think Cody continually coming out and giving the same speeches will wane on the crowd. I think you play up the injury. He came out on Monday, made his little speech. If we don't see him next Monday, I'm okay with it. Or maybe you do like a pre-tape. He comes up on the screen, says some shit. I don't know. But keep it simple, stupid. Don't overdo this. I think you stretch Brock and Cody out to SummerSlam. I think it's a marquee event. It's going to be a big one in Detroit. Save it. But Cody going into Money in the Bank and having Brock fuck him again, we just saw that. We just had that. We don't need to rinse and repeat on this one. So for my liking, for my taste, I agree with you. Keep him away from Money in the Bank. Let him play up the arm. You can build this rivalry between him and Cody, or Lesnar and Cody. And at some point, they'll get in the building at the same time. Maybe some more brawlish type stuff, have security, some pull aparts. But you keep it very simple. Are you going to do GC Tournament of Survival and GCW Cage of Survival 2? Very good question, Damien. I don't think so. Stay tuned for that. This weekend on schedule is the Crockett Cup. So based on the timing of everything, I think we're going to do the Crockett Cup instead. But yeah, I mean, you never know. First time in a long time since I watched Impact Wrestling. Almighty Black Adam, welcome back. And yeah, I mean, Impact, the weekly show, I like it. I don't love it. I mean, it's nice. It's a good little wrestling show. Sometimes it's completely Days of Our Lives, soap opera-ish, over the top. You got witches and goblins and ghouls and people being killed. But there's good wrestlers there. There's good talent there. There's guys like Joe Hendry. There's guys like Macklin. Bully Ray's fun to watch still. And their pay-per-views are outstanding. Like, they really do deliver really good pay-per-views. The last time, I can't recall the last time I was like, this was garbage. Why did we even watch this? Generally, we get a solid, a code red, but we're sloppy jalopy everywhere right now. Jack Cartwheel looking for a tag. Listico looking for a tag. We get him. And I'll be honest, I have no idea if this is live, if this is a repeat or what. Big Dog says OVW sucks. Simple as that. Fair enough. Clay's in the house. Robert's back. I am really looking forward to June 17th. Robert, I know you're a really big AEW fan, so how could you not be looking forward to June 17th? I know there's mixed feelings. I know there's mixed responses. I even heard it in the crowd last night. We got, to me, 70-75% of the fans seem to be happy, and then there's a portion of the fans that aren't happy. We talked a lot about last night how that is bad for business. Having a divisive fan base is not good for you. But June 17th has all the potential. The rumors of what's going to happen for Punk. Punk will be there. Who is going to step up and challenge Punk? What will his first storyline look like? What will the show look like? What will Miro be like? What will what will Thunder Rosa do? Lots of questions to be answered. But yes, I am also looking forward to it. Clay Lewis is back in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Always watching those NBA games. The NHL game 1 is tonight as well. Miami Heat and Denver Nuggets. Who would have thunk it? But what's up? I got over my cold. I'm glad you're feeling better, Clay, and I'm glad you're enjoying your night. Thank you for tuning into us at the same time as the NBA playoffs. Unlike Tony, we will not avoid the playoffs. We'll just keep going. I'm not sure if the USWA had one with Moondog Fifi was there or not. Yeah, I can't recall it off the top of my head. And I'm sure some Uber wrestling historian can fill that in. I do not recall a women's dog collar match. But we recently had Masha and Taya in a Monsters Ball match. They tore it down. Masha's your GCW champion. The only funny part is, and I make this joke all the time with Luna, Masha Slamovich doesn't win an Impact. Bandito up over the ropes, taking out the Chaos Project. That's what they were called, right? Someone give me a thumbs up. Luther and Serpentico were the Chaos Project. It's been so long since, well, I don't know if I ever cared. Jack Cartwheel and Vikingo back in the ring. Maple Leafs hired the Flames GM to be their GM. That is a true story, Chambers. I don't know how I feel about it. I didn't exactly like the job that Brad Treliving did in Calgary, so I'm not sure. A guy that failed to get Calgary to the next level is coming in, and you're hoping he does better with this squad. Ironically, the former GM of the Leafs became the president of the Pittsburgh Penguins today after saying he wasn't going to go anywhere. Michael, welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember, this is not a video. We are live. First time in a long time. Got that one. Last night I missed the AEW Dynamite because I was on a plane from El Paso from my home to my grandma's house in Illinois. Damien, I hope you had safe travels. I hope you're doing well. And Dynamite was an okay Dynamite last night. Wasn't brutal. Was okay. Some people thought it was fucking awful. I'm not in that crowd. I thought it was very average. The other people, we'll talk about it in a bit. Actually, why wait? Why wait? Let's talk about it now. I literally get confused, and maybe some of the fans out there can correct me if I'm crazy, but I watched that Jericho Soraya Britt Adam Cole match last night. I've been watching a lot of wrestling. We've been, over a year straight of watching live wrestling constantly. I kind of feel like I have a pretty good gauge of wrestling, and I thought that match was a dumpster fire. Thought it was hot garbage. I thought it was slow. I thought it was botchy. I thought it killed the crowd. And then I see people like, this match was awesome. I love watching Chris Jericho retweet people who are like, we love this match. It was so good. And then one fan's like, that sucked. And he's like, up your ass. You're like, Jesus Christ. Could you imagine? Like, what is with the ego of this gentleman? But I know I'm about to get yelled at because I got a Jericho fan nearby. But without further ado, folks, we are getting ready for the show, and I can't do this alone. I need some company. So the Canadian gem, Miss Luna.
Hello. And I think his words are, go fuck your ass, actually.
Go fuck your ass. He loves saying that to people.
And it makes me laugh every time. But yeah, he's a little intense. I can get down with that. He needs to calm down a little bit, Chris Jericho.
Could you imagine like a star sports player, somebody says, oh, LeBron played like shit tonight, and LeBron taking the time to be like, go fuck your ass, man.
But it's so funny. But yeah, no, it's weird because he's playing a character as well, right?
I don't think so. I think that's Chris's ego.
You think? Yeah, well, yeah. I think it's part that, but I think he puts up the veil of, oh, well, it's just my character. But he actually feels that way. He actually wants you to go fuck your ass, right?
Yeah, so, I think it really does mess with him.
I think he's... Also, I think, man, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. I think he's going through a little bit of a midlife crisis.
I swear to God, I typed that out today.
Really?
Making us sit and watch your midlife crisis is really disappointing.
And actually, I was just talking to somebody about this. I love Chris Jericho, but he needs to take 6 months off.
Yeah.
So we can miss him again. Because every week, even as a Chris Jericho fan, I'm getting sick of it. Getting a little sick of it. I hope he doesn't hear this because I don't want to fuck my ass. But I'm getting over it. So yeah.
Some love for Luna as she shows up here tonight.
Hello, y'all. Hello.
I do have to point out, folks, Luna rocking a very pretty t-shirt this eve.
Ooh, and it's super comfy too. I was just gonna take some photos in it and take some is this? I'm getting an email. This is the problem of doing things from your phone.
Right?
But yeah, and I just kept it on because it's so comfy. It's a nice shirt, y'all.
I agree.
Get a shirt. Be my twin.
That's it. Go check that link below and get some t-shirts.
But yeah, lots happened in wrestling. I don't even know where to start at this point.
Did you like last night's show?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But that being said, is it Statlander? Statlander. So I actually started to enjoy her a little bit more.
Okay.
After last night, I thought, I'm intrigued. That being said, I didn't really understand her against Nyla Rose.
No.
Didn't make any sense to me. I'm going to be completely honest. I kind of tuned out there for a little bit. But overall, the show started really strong as well.
It did. I agree.
Oh, I made my little video already about the Juice Jay White with FTR, like that whole thing going back and forth. I absolutely loved that. So.
Yeah, that part got a little confusing. We talked about that as well. Just want to quickly say hi to Kayla. Welcome back. Chris is in the house as well.
Hey.
I love the idea of the Bullet Club versus FTR. We were like, oh, right, we're going to get this angle. And then Ricky Starks came running out, and I'm like, wait, maybe we're not.
Yeah.
What are we
so
doing?
I guess they're like putting in a third Bullet Club member, maybe?
That's what it feels like, right?
So who's that going to be? I don't know. I'm excited. As long as FTR isn't going with Jeff Jarrett anymore, I'm happy. The Jeff Jarrett stuff, I thought it was funny at first. I'm very much over that now. I'm going to need that to stop immediately. So,
fun fact, Chris Jericho was the last ever WCW champion. I believe that's accurate. I loved it. Like, we were talking about this the other day of, like, I was watching old Jericho clips, and he was so fucking good, right? Spiky hair Jericho, old school Lionheart Jericho, Y2J, one of the best.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I still get chills when I see a video of that, Luna, of like his debut on Raw.
Oh yeah, like Chris Jericho is in my top 5. It's just he's gonna go to top 10 in a second if he continues because it's just getting uncomfy. It's getting a little uncomfy. I don't love this Chris Jericho with Paige Saraya.
Saraya.
Yeah. I'm not liking that. I don't know. It's messy. I'm not a huge fan of everything that's happening with Chris Jericho right now. So
I just think it's like it's the same and it never ends. Like if he had like a really short program with Cole, led to Double or Nothing, and then it died, like Chris loses, and then Chris just loses and moves on. He doesn't get the last laugh. He doesn't set a referee on fire because he's a fucking wizard. Like that's where it's like enough. And now, to me, the mixed tag should have came before an unsanctioned match.
Right.
Chronologically.
That would make more sense. Yeah. What was he called before? It's the Chris Jericho sensation. Chris Jericho, whatever, Appreciation Society. What was he called before? What was he in before? In AEW?
He was in the Inner Circle before that.
The Inner Circle. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed the Inner Circle.
Parts of it, yes.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. And I'm not saying everything. Like, one of the cool things is when they were building AEW and I saw on the internet, like, oh, shit, Chris Jericho was going to be in this company. It made me tune in. I got to give the guy credit. Mm-hmm. And he should have been the first ever champion.
Absolutely.
But then all this freedom and all the money and all the fun with Tony seemed to just go to his head. Like, I listened to Jericho's podcast for a long time until the show became very much like, didn't I do great? Aren't I great? I'm going to bring my friends on. We were awesome. And you're like, come on, Chris, that's a lot. Like, and then all these outbursts and he's yelling at Delta flights and coat check he's pissed off at. Like, fuck.
Oh my God, Jay Lethal just came out with a tweet about his
that?
Delta. Yeah. And he's like, you made this too convenient. Your staff was too nice to me. And I was like, oh my God. I love, man, Jay Lethal, when he was like in TNA. And
Black Machismo?
Yeah. Remember that whole woo-off he had with Ric Flair?
Yep.
That is legendary shit right there.
No,
Jay's
great.
Yeah, and now, I don't know. They need to do something better with him.
I will say this for everybody tuning in. I will remind you, we watch Impact on YouTube. It's kicking off with Bully Ray. He's got a mic. And yeah, Ring of Honor's in the background. We won't talk about that at the moment.
Oh, you're watching Ring of Honor this week,
I just threw it on, but it's very Ring of Honor dark.
Of course. That is very sad.
Look at the fans are just pissed at Bully. Bully put Scott D'Amore through a flaming table, Luna.
Oh my God. Scotty's taken the worst bumps.
They kicked the shit out of him, eh?
I know. And he just loves it. Like he loves Impact so much that he's like, oh yeah, throw me in the fire. That's fine. Love it.
I couldn't believe it. Now, we didn't watch Under Siege together. How did you feel about Under Siege?
Oh my God. I'm like, what the fuck was Under Siege? Seriously, I'm an android. I loved it. I thought it was my favorite pay-per-view of that weekend. I thought it was great top to bottom. The fact that they started out the show with Nick Aldis and Kenny King, I was like, oh, this is interesting. That was, probably my least favorite part of the show, to be honest, which surprising. Okay. But yeah, no, I thought it was great. I think, I don't know, that to start the show was a little slow for me. I was like,
okay, fair enough. I didn't mind, and I kind of see what you're saying there. I thought the Trey Miguel match was okay, but I thought the pay-per-view as a whole was outstanding. Like, it
was so good. Oh my God. And that's the thing, the main event match with PCO and Steve Macklin was, I have no idea what Bully's saying right now. He just looks super, like I keep looking over and it looks like he's staring straight into my soul. It's freaking me out. That match was so over the top.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't expect anything less from PCO. But like the stapling of the lips, I was like, oh my God, this man. Every episode he does something more extreme. And I love him for it.
What I love is the instant instinct, I think, for a lot of people is when you see the staple gun, you're like, oh, it's gimmick. They took the time to pull staples out with pliers. So just so you knew, they were in his face and his chest.
Christ.
His crazy Canadian bastard.
I don't know if he feels things.
He doesn't seem to.
I don't think, there is actually a genetic disorder where you can't feel pain. And I think he has that. I
think they call that Tommy Dreamerism.
But I kind of agree with the whole Trey Miguel, Chris Sabin, considering the night before Chris Sabin put on such a fucking killer match with Mike Bailey, I think it was. So that was kind of lacking a little bit. Ooh, lights out.
Lights out. Impact. So Bully lets everyone know he's planning to become.
It's going to be Tommy Dreamer, isn't it?
It's Macklin.
Oh, it's Macklin. Okay, buddy.
Well, Bully is in the 8-4-1 match, so he just said he's going to be a 3-time Impact champion, and I guess Stevie Boy has something to say about that.
Every single episode that goes by with Mr. Macklin, I like him a little bit more.
Yeah. Did you see how much he bled?
I thought he was going to bleed. It was literally shooting up. I was like, bro.
And he was on there for so long. I said to Nick, I'm like, Nick, he's going to fucking bleed out. Or faint. He
didn't even look stunned. Nothing. He was
it looked like his toupee had been lifted, but it was actually his head.
Just his skin was coming off. Oh, he was scalped.
What's up, ringside Anthony? How you doing?
Hey, Anthony.
There you go.
So actually, me and Anthony, I think you did, Anthony, you better have, but I applied for the street crew job for Impact.
Oh, yeah?
Sure did. And one of the people that does social media for Impact actually put in a good word for me. So, I mean, it's not much, but it's a start. So
it's amazing, and you deserve it.
I want to do that so bad. So we'll see.
Well, I had an interesting application slide my way as far as AEW goes today, so we'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah. Okay, interesting.
Find a way to go watch a show without doing it with a lanyard around your neck sounds way more fun.
And free. If free is part of that deal, Also saving money. Love that.
Absolutely. In this economy, let's do it.
In Toronto, in this economy. Hello, Aaron. Let's go.
Love it.
But back to the Chris Sabin and Trey Miguel match. Just one more thing. They are going to have a rematch. Oh, you did apply. Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
He's out in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
So
Southern boy.
We're gonna man, Georgia's beautiful.
I've never been, but I hear good things.
It's so pretty. But anyways, Trey Miguel, Chris Sabin, there's going to be a rematch at Against All Odds.
Yes.
Which is super exciting because also Alex Shelley is going up against Steve Macklin.
Yeah.
So maybe it's Motor City Machine Gun 2023.
Motor City Guns.
Shit, that was a fucking tongue twister. Holy. God damn.
Look at the size of the Band-Aid on this man's forehead.
I know. It's so aggressive.
His Band-Aid brought to you by Always.
Now with wings. This poor man. And that's the thing. The Band-Aid definitely has to be that big, too. Like, his whole fucking hairline was ripped up. Man. PCO. Love when Jericho stood up to Raw.
Oh, back when he put his hand in Rock's face. Keep in mind, Jericho at one point beat Stone Cold and The Rock. You know, it was a big deal. Speaking of the Motor Shitties.
The Motor Shitties are here. Yeah. Oh my God.
In the hizzy.
What's going on with Chris Sabin's hair? As a hairstylist, I have questions. Sir?
Is it Shelley or Sabin that you're... Oh, Sabin. What is that? What is that?
It's giving it something about Mary. I don't know.
Is that hair gel?
I don't know what's going on. Did he get into a fight in the back?
I think maybe he dozed off. He's got bedhead.
Like, besides the point, we're watching a wrestling show, but that's distracting. Oh, he's wearing one of those hair bands. Bro, my mom has one of those. Why is he wearing? I love it.
So you back. Instantly, he's like, airband. Okay, we're good.
It's one of those, like, Zed-looking ones that old ladies wear to wash their face.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, Sabin.
Too funny.
Oh. He's starting a trend. And fucking Shelley's wearing extensions. They went and got their hair done together before the show.
That's adorable.
Cute. Love it.
There you go.
Oh, my God.
It should be the official hairstylist of Impact.
Oh, my God.
It looks like we might be setting up MCM against Bully and Steve in the interim.
I kind of like that. Okay. You know what? I really like what Bully's doing with Impact. He's not there all the time, all that stuff. And Tommy Dreamer has been out for a while. But I think his mom passed away or something. I
know Tommy had, his mom passed away, and he also had some issues of his own that he had to go get checked out and such. So I know we bag on Tommy a little bit, but I mean, the man's a legend, been around forever. So I hope he's doing well.
Oh yeah, me too. I know we do, but I was actually gonna say I miss him a little bit.
To miss, It's amazing when wrestlers go away for a minute.
Exactly, Chris Jericho, if you're listening.
Mm-hmm. But I will say this about Bully, and I know he's controversial, but he is so good with the mic. He is such a good heel. He has a place in any wrestling. Like AEW could use a Bully Ray to just be able to deliver compelling promos.
AEW?
Yeah, he'd do fine.
CM Punk's coming back too, buddy.
How do you feel about that? I know how you feel about that.
I knew it was coming. Tony Khan in the camera. I knew he was going to say it. I screamed so fucking loud. So loud. I'm so happy. I don't care what anybody has to say. He's going to draw numbers. He's going to make people excited. I honestly thought I wasn't even going to watch Collision. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to watch Dynamite and continue on with my life. I'm watching now.
Oh, I
Kind of
have
fun.
to watch it. I'm worried
Yeah.
about Dynamite, actually. I might not be as interested in Wednesdays coming up because if you gut Dynamite and put all the guys I like on Saturday and all the girls, like Thunder Rosa's going to be on Saturdays, Miro's going to be on Saturdays, Andrade's going to be on Saturdays. I'm like, shit. Like,
Where's FTR going to be?
we don't know. And I think some people they haven't committed to either a soft or hard brand split. So some people might be on both. I have no idea yet. I don't know if Tony has an idea.
No, he's winging it. We all know he's fucking winging it. But that's the thing. Like, if they do a hard brand split, they're going to have to create a different belt.
Yeah.
Or different belts, which I might, you know what? That would be okay if he did it that way. But hard split, do not cross them over whatsoever. Get rid of Rampage and just do it that way. Yeah. And then have, like, I don't know, some pay-per-views where they're like a bunch of them are there, like a Night of the Champions maybe type thing. But that's not going to happen. We all know that's not going to happen. But
did you hear that, WWE? When you do a brand split, you keep them apart.
Sons
of bitches. I'm trying to defend these guys about, like, all right, give them a chance, and then just proving me wrong at every turn.
Yeah. My expectations on that are so fucking low. I just don't even care anymore. You know, it's just it. I'm sorry. I can't take Chris Sabin seriously right now. He looks like if Dean Ambrose and like my mom had a baby. Like, he's freaking me out with the hair. Oh, I love it. I love it so
Ambrose
much.
And my mom. He looks like he's about to ask for a manager.
Yeah.
Especially with that face.
I can't take it seriously. He's like honestly one of my favorites in Impact for sure. But man, it's killing me.
Chambers says, I wonder how much weight Bully Ray lost. I have no idea.
Yeah, he's lost quite a bit of weight, yeah?
Yeah, he slimmed up. And actually, I think he's actually put a little back on since he kind of first dropped a bunch of the weight, but he lost a considerable amount of weight.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but fact checkers.
Yeah.
How old is Bully Ray? How old is he? He's 40.
Mid 40s, late 40, 47 maybe.
Yeah, he looks good for
I don't think he's 50.
Though. No.
I feel like he's 40, 46, 47.
Yeah. No, he looks good for his age, though. Like, good for him. He still got it, for sure. And
yes, you're allowed to ask the fact checkers. This is your channel as much as it's ours.
Yeah, I can ask people. I'm sorry. I am also a Motor City Machine Guns fan. Huge, one of my favorite tag teams of all time. But if you're going to be putting Macklin up against Alex Shelley, I'm just not buying it. Sorry.
No?
Hot take. Okay. Not buying it. Macklin would eat him alive. That's like the vibe that I'm getting, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm. I think, oh, wow. Shelley just said, how about Josh Alexander? Remember that guy? When he returns, it's going to be huge.
Oh, my God. I'm going to cry. I will literally cry. I will cry. I'm going to be so happy.
Shelley. Yeah, I mean, to your point, but I think Shelley's done a good job in his career being like that little, you know, that little underdog. Shouldn't win, but gives you a hope. But Macklin's going to beat him. They're going to do the 8-4-1 match to figure out the next contender for Macklin. Mm-hmm. So I actually think it might be Jonathan Gresham, which I don't love the idea of.
No. Again, we've talked about this. He's amazing. There's a lot missing, you know, personality-wise, unfortunately. Personally, my opinion, but
yeah. Added more seats for Forbidden Door. Chambers, good news. Interesting.
They added more seats?
There you go.
Getting my ticket. I'm going to go look. I'm going to look.
There you go.
If they're not sold out already.
What was this one? Macklin just needs to work on his promos. Every time I hear this guy talk, he sounds like a little kid throwing a fit because he didn't get his way. His face looks like he's...
Jesus.
That's funny, dog. I think he's an okay. Like, I don't mind his promo.
Yeah, I kind of like...
He seems like a dick to me.
Yeah.
Comes off very dicky.
He's very dicky to me too. I didn't.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, hello, subculture. Why the fuck are you here? Why are they here?
Now they lost the Impact World titles. They lost. They took on ABC on the pay-per-view and lost. And holy shit! Sorry. On a completely side note, Athena just gave. Who is that? That was one of the biggest wedgies I've ever seen in wrestling.
I'm kind of upset I missed that.
Yeah, Athena just retained her title on Ring of Honor. And yeah, it was a roll up, but she grabbed all of the tights and just shoved them all up in there.
Is that the most interesting thing that's happened on the show so far?
From what I've seen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's guys, help me out here. The former baddie, Tasha Steele's old partner. She got wow. Never mind. The wedgie wasn't as big as I thought. She don't fit in her bottoms.
In her she's been falling out of those. Added more.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to go to Forbidden Door. I'm kind of back and forth on it.
Yeah, Kira Hogan. Yeah, Jesus, dumps like a truck. What?
I don't know. Here's the thing. Like, I'm on such an Impact tear right now. I'd rather just go to all the Impact shows than pay $300 to see Forbidden Door. Because again, if it's at Scotiabank too, like it's at Scotiabank, is something like that.
Yeah, this one's at Scotia.
I hate that place. Hate it. It's too big. It just doesn't feel like you might as well watch it on TV, you know?
Fair enough. That's a valid argument, Luna. I mean, and then again, there's no shortage of wrestling shows coming across. I mean, I'm going to be honest with everybody. If Punk's coming here on a Saturday night for Collision, for some tapings, I might have to be in the building to see Punk live.
Collision's coming here what day?
It's going to be in Hamilton. It's going to be all through June.
Okay, I might have to look into that.
Right now that Punk's announced, I think they're in Toronto. They're in Hamilton.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Go to the Hammer for some Punk.
Oh, I would love that. That sounds like a dream to me. Oh, Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis has been gearing up for Macklin, so I'm assuming Aldis is in the 8-4-1 match. No.
Oh yeah, 8-4-1. So it's
start with
the
8
tag teams and then singles and then it's a little complicated for wrestling fans, but
Bully Ray's 51. All right, I thought it was 47, 48, maybe 46. No, 51. So yeah, okay, he's getting up there.
Damn.
Very promo heavy start to this show.
Very. What is going on? Has there been a match yet?
No.
What's going on?
Who is this announcer? This greasy announcer?
Yeah,
like the interviewer.
Have we seen him before? I don't remember this guy.
I don't know. He looks like one of the smarmy, like fake lawyer guys that we get on all the other shows.
I'm gonna have to look him up after. Or a fact checkers. Huh?
Fact checkers. Who's doing the interviews on Impact?
Who is this fool?
I'm not burying you, but I'm gonna bury you. I like it. Bury.
Nick Aldis in his Don Cherry fucking jacket.
Looking classy. Keep it classy.
Nice. Rumored Punk versus Joe for Collision. Oh my God. Yep.
Crazy.
Samoa Joseph. Let's go.
Yeah, see, I mean, the idea of seeing Punk versus Joe live, I mean, that's fucking hard to say no to.
Yeah, exactly. Aldis versus Macklin. I could get behind that. That's believable.
And they've been setting that up.
Yeah.
They've been teasing. I want that to happen, says Trey. What happened to Lashley? He's taking a breath.
Man, I used to love Bobby Lashley until they had him in bed with Lana. Remember those like corny like soap opera things? And I was like, man, what are they doing to you, bud?
Remember Miro looked like shit. He was all disheveled. And...
It was a pretty good storyline. I mean, as it is for men's soap opera-y stuff, but I don't know. It was weird. It like kind of threw me off of Bobby Lashley because he's like such this big like monster, right? Yeah. And now all of a sudden he's in bed with Lana talking about, I don't know, breakfast and shit. It was so weird.
So we got the power couple, one of the power couples of Impact out here right now. I'm kind of sick of them. They do have ride or die t-shirts now, Luna.
I wonder if that's on Pro Wrestling Tees.
I don't know. But I mean, I do like when the peeps like Outcast and Eddie support our green branding. So
that's nice. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Is that how you say it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of Don Callis getting fucking booed out of the building last night. Oh my God. People really don't like him. Love it. Love it. That was gorgeous.
Did you see when they showed the audience and it was just these foaming, rabid dudes that wanted to murder this man? Not a female in sight.
No, just
angry.
So angry. They took that shit personal for sure. It was nuts.
And it's crazy, right? Like you have Don Callis getting more pure heat in that company than anybody else. Good for them. Like if this leads to something, great. Now everyone assumed. Did you think he was going to be like Takashka and Callis were joining the BCC?
Oh no, not at all.
Okay,
like,
some people surmise that, right?
Oh no, I did not see that coming at all. Especially Takeshita. Like what? Like why? Where did that come from? But also, Ibushi has been calling him out on Twitter.
Yes. Well, for being a mimic.
Oh my God, it's gonna happen. Golden Lovers is coming back.
So does Takeshita get Ibushi, and through that process, Kenny comes to save Ibushi. The Golden Lovers are back, and everybody's happy.
I hope so. However it happens, it's just got to happen, you know. But they said Kenny was back in Canada. And then they're like, no, he's not back in Canada, but he's dealing with some things or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, welcome back, buddy.
So I'm like, okay, well, he's somewhere doing something. I think he's just getting Ibushi. That's what he's doing.
I love these Aldis segments using the NWA like set. Aldis is great. I was surprised he ended up in Impact.
He's married to Mickie James, though, no? Did I make that up?
Yes. No, they're a couple. That's why a lot of people surmise maybe this would lead to somehow Deonna and Macklin going up against Aldis and Mickie.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
Right.
If Mickie comes, like, I don't know what's going on with her, but if she comes back, do you think she's coming back?
Mickie, yeah, I think I don't know in what capacity, but I do feel like will she come in for another solid run? Maybe not, but I think there's something still there with her, right? Like I think one final match, something of big note. Maybe it might even be in somewhere like the WWE, right? We saw her show up at the Rumble. I don't know. I don't know if we're completely done with Mickie yet. She was fighting like some of the best wrestling of her career was the last couple years.
Totally agree. Oh man, this woman, Eddie Edwards, his wife, just barking outside. Like, I know we're not supposed to like her, but I can't get behind the whole bringing your wife out thing every time.
Yeah. There's been a lot of it.
Speaking of, did you watch Dark Side of the Ring?
I haven't seen the episode yet. I really want to.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I haven't had a chance.
Watch it. Definitely watch it. They could have made this episode. They should have made it a 2-parter. I feel like they skipped over a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really sad. So
got Cash Flow versus Luscious Lawrence right now in in the the main event of OVW. Okay. Fair enough. We have Eddie Edwards taking on Yuya. If you guys want to make a prediction on that, if you already know the answer, just keep it to yourself.
Please and thank you. I think I don't know. Eddie Edwards probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I think so. Especially with wifey at ringside, she's already messing with Yuya.
Pissing me off, lady.
Take her out, Luna.
Mid-South Mayhem.
Tomorrow.
What is that? I keep
seeing
they
do
everywhere.
Like those side shows, right? And it generally coincides with like a taping, but they'll do like the Chicago Slam or the Windy City Slam. And
okay. Yeah.
So they'll just run a weekend, right?
Yeah.
Seeing Ring of Honor in a giant empty stadium is disheartening. I miss the ballroom studio feel that came with it. Yeah, even when Tony first took Ring of Honor and he was doing the smaller shows, it was so much better. Doing it as a taping and making the fans sit through 5-6 hours of wrestling, I don't love it. There's no energy in the building. It's just another dark match.
Yeah. Still, I haven't, besides, again, the Supercard of Honor, I haven't watched a weekly episode of Ring of Honor. I just have no interest, which is so sad.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Ring of Honor's next pay-per-view is, but I don't even know what they're building to right now. Like, I have no idea what they would put on it.
Oh, my. Is Dalton Castle still hanging around?
No, we haven't seen Dalton in a minute. He's been out. We've seen the boys in a couple matches, but no Dalton. I believe. Somebody can confirm that.
Huh.
Omar's taking a break. He should. Make him an attraction. Don't have him out all around. Oh, Big Dog ass. Do you mean booyah, Luna?
Booyah?
There you go. The NBA Insider. So Denver's up in the first. Okay. Where do you see Jordan Grace ending up? AEW or WWE or Impact? What do you think with Jordan?
I don't think she's leaving Impact at all. I think there's a reason they said only while Deonna Purrazzo is. I think there's a reason for that. I think she wants to take some time off. She just put her body through fucking hell in that body building condition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I also think somebody was saying like she was talking about having a baby soon, like she wanted to have kids as well.
Oh, maybe. We've seen a lot of that as of late.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I think she just wants to take some time off. She's been like the face of the women's division, in my opinion. I think she deserves that. Plus winning everything, and just let the woman have some time.
Let her breathe. Yeah. I mean, and as you said, she put our body through a lot in the ring and out of the ring this year. Yeah, let her have some time. Deanna will have a run. We'll see what happens here.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think and here's the thing. AEW, I do not want to see her in AEW at all. Let them get their shit together first. Yeah. WWE, I feel like imagine matches between Jordan Grace and like Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, Jordan Grace and Ripley should be very fun.
Oh, or like Bianca.
Yeah,
even I would love that.
Fair enough. Yeah,
I think she would actually do really well there.
Yeah.
So if she was going to go anywhere between those two, WWE for sure. And usually I wouldn't say I'd want somebody to leave Impact, and I don't necessarily want her to, but I feel like she's one woman that's done everything here.
Fair enough.
Like, where is she supposed to go from here,
Yeah, does it become stale if she just, doesn't have the belt, then has the belt, and doesn't have the belt, then has the belt forever, right?
And she's always the top person, fighting for it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's even if she were to just go to WWE for a few years or something, I think it would be beneficial for her for sure. She's just like top tier.
Just answered that one, Chambers. Thank you. What if Mickie James shows up in WWE to team up with Becky against Trish and Zoe? I don't see it, but hey, never say never. Money's a motherfucker.
Yeah. Trish Stratus being in the WWE again is not doing it for me.
Okay, I was going to ask.
Yeah, it's not. I don't like it. It's just I don't like it, and I love her. She's like one of my top women of all time. But no,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's not doing it for me.
The fans already know my opinion is completely biased. It's not my favorite shit, but it's Trish, so I don't care. Oh, Eddie Edwards laying out Umara for the 3. Wifey ran some interference, and Eddie Edwards gets the W in our first match of the show, Luna.
A half an hour in, first match of the show. That is very unlike Impact, but okay, I'll take it.
David, please don't say things like this. I'll put you in the penalty box, honestly. That's terrible.
I'm like, what did David say? Oh, yeah.
Nah, I'm just kidding. No, don't put that in existence. Jeff Jarrett has a backstage role. He should keep that backstage role.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Does he, though?
There you go. Okay.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Oh, okay.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, man, she was so good back in, like, if you watch her, like, promos and all that stuff in Smoky Mountain and, WWF and all that stuff, she was phenomenal. Yeah. She was so good. And, like, even Jim Cornette in the Dark Side of the Ring episode talks about how good she was. And, like, they would just do one take with her, and it would be amazing. And, yeah, it's sad because, like, you look at her when she first started and she was like a pre-med student and she was so smart.
Oh.
Like, oh.
Oh. Kaz is here.
What the
Why?
Oh, God, he's wearing a scarf.
His new moniker, the Heavy Metal Rebel. Frankie Kazarian in the house giving Eddie shit. Thank you, Haseen. We're pretty cool.
Hi, we are cool. Eddie Edwards versus Kazarian is the driest I've ever been in my entire life. I do not want to see this at all. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Here I am trying to be like, all right, 2 vets. You're like, fuck that shit. It's a David over here.
Oh my God.
Timmy. Welcome, Timmy.
Oh, welcome.
What else we got? Jordan Grace dethrone Rhea. Maybe.
That'd be so. You know what? I would love that. I would love her to leave and then come back. As long as she comes back to Impact, I would like it.
Fair enough. I think it would be a good fit. Like the WWE likes, the powerhouse, mm-hmm. They want their superstars to be a little bit outside of the norm, so to speak. Like in a lot of hey!
It's Crazy Steven! My fave.
But yeah, Jordan, I think Jordan's a talent. I think she'd do really well. And you named off a couple big names that she'd do extremely well with. Mm-hmm. Cash flow for the win. Okay. Got that one. No. Ring of Honor wouldn't be at the point it is if Sinclair Broadcasting Group hadn't been morons. Dave, you're not totally wrong. Like, I think Ring of Honor could have kind of been mismanaged, but now we see some of the stuff that's going on in AEW, and you can see why they had some troubles. But yeah, Sinclair kind of dropped the ball. That all being said, Tony bought the company, and I really wanted him just to stick to like that Ring of Honor feel, that Ring of Honor vibe. Having them wrestle like this, Cora Blue, Sky Jade, whatever the fuck her name is, just got a big win. She looks good. Good match. But your faves, what is happening here? Is this like an extended intro?
Huh.
Sammy Callahan and Jake Christ. I looked away. It was the same entrance twice almost, but no, it's Sammy Callahan. How did you feel about Jake Christ showing up?
I'm not really familiar with him too much, to be honest.
That's most people.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, oh, I want that Death Machine shirt. That's sick.
Yeah.
But I know that him and Sami Callihan have some history, a lot of history. Yep. So I'm excited to see what they do together. Now that Sami Callihan is not with the design there for, I think this is a good pairing. You know, they have the same vibe. So I'm excited to see where this goes. He did really well at the pay-per-view, but I don't know. We'll see.
I just want to point out to your buddy Anthony, the Summer Sizzler is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia very soon with Impact Wrestling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Before they go to Australia, they stop in Atlanta, Slammiversary, Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
All over the damn map.
Oh, we're getting another multiverse. Jeez.
Yeah, that's in August, right?
Yeah, Philadelphia. Then they're back in Toronto for Emergence, which I know you keep talking about.
Emergence?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Emergence. Yeah, I'm going to that already. I got tickets for that. I am so excited. Jordan Grace is no longer at Impact. She is gone. That's not true.
Yeah, is she officially out the door?
No. I think they said, like, her contract came up, but they didn't say, like, did she resign? Is she just taking time off? Like,
right.
I don't know. I'd love to see her in WWE, but we don't know until we know.
Right.
No matter what Sean Sapp tells you. I do agree with Aaron without Rosemary. And Abyss. I mean, Abyss ain't coming back. But you know what? I don't care if they call themselves DK, you know, like whatever. I'm just over Black Taurus. I'm not a huge fan of that.
Yeah, can we just take the big head thing off? Like, if you want to come up to the ring with the big head thing on, fine.
Yeah, but just take it off. Yeah, it's weird. Like, we know you're a person under there. Not fooling anyone.
Now, Crazy Steve's really good. I mean, one of our favorite matches watching together was Crazy Steve, Trey Miguel, Monsters Ball.
Amazing match.
Wow, it's over.
You know what? I was just about to say, first of all, this is not going to make me a fan of Jake Christ having him beat Crazy Steven. First of all. Second of all, he's always getting whooped on this show.
He is. They don't win very much. They are kind of... Diener's here.
Dean.
Oh, and Big Con. So the design are not done with Callahan, so we're probably going to get this at against all odds. Do they need a third? They need a third.
Yeah. Who else are they going to bring in? Who else is Sami Callihan going to bring? You know what? I don't like this guy anymore.
Who?
The guy with the yellow kicks. He made fun of Canadian money on Twitter, so I'm not.
Oh, did he? Is that Alan Angel?
Yeah.
Alan Angel.
I was JK.
Well, it's only Alan Angel's. His opinion doesn't really mean much.
No, I don't know. I really like the design. Man. They were a little bit cooler. The design was a little bit... Who's this? Oh, it's Swan, right?
Rich Swan is here.
Why is he dressed like that?
I don't know.
That's so weird. I mean, it's not that weird, but I don't know. I'm used to him wearing his like rave outfits, you know?
Right.
Was not expecting that.
Let's go beyond that. We've talked about Jordan quite a bit. Luna, this one's for you. You're like, thanks, KJ. What are the thoughts on Trish and Becky both wearing the same outfit from Saudi Arabia on Saturday and Monday in Albany?
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, like,
I don't really. That's good. Good for them.
Like I said, they bought these expensive one-piece jumpers. They were going to wear them more than once.
Yeah, for sure.
They're like, I'm not wearing this one time only. So Rich and Sammy going at it in the back, at least mad at each other.
So is he on drugs. This Christ guy.
Yes.
Where's he from?
Indies. He's been around the Indies. You've seen him on GCW. Seen him on Revolver, House of Glory. He's just kind of an up and coming indie guy. Been made quite a few stops.
Okay.
So Rich Swann, Jake Christ, and Sammy look to be teaming up against the Design for Against All Odds. Is there any chance Rich turns heel? Really shocks us?
Ooh, maybe that was with the outfit change. Maybe that's
right?
What's happening.
Getting tired of being yelled at by this guy.
Yeah, I kind of like that actually. I think he needs to spice it up a little bit, you know?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen out there, it's time to feel the glow. It's time to feel the glow.
Oh my God, I love it. See, now this is an outfit we should be talking about. This is a good one. Look at that.
Well, here's the challenge for you, Luna. I need to see some glow in the dark up on your social. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm gonna need that jacket. Actually, it's friggin' gorgeous.
There you go. There you go.
Damn.
So Trinity is coming out to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, and that's where we are at this show so far. Her t-shirt's kind of not the nicest though.
Her t-shirt?
They just give an ad for her t-shirt, and it's like, I don't know. I have to see it closer up. It's not as nice as the t-shirt you're wearing.
Yeah, that's true. Wrasslin for Life t-shirt. Get it in the link below. Boston, but you know whose t-shirt is really, really bad? And I hate to say this, Joe Hendry. Oh my God, that shirt I can't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh,
what's up, Bash?
Oh, it's atrocious.
Have you been listening to Meltzer again? No, big dog. I do not do that. I try to avoid that. The only time I know what Meltzer said is when everyone cuts up his shit and puts it out there as facts.
Meltzer. Yeah, you know what? I don't see him much on the Twitterverse anymore.
Because he eats shit every time he speaks. Fuck. The guy was literally verbally, like, you could hear the disappointment in his voice when it's like, yeah, so it looks like CM Punk's coming back. Like, dude, you're a reporter. Why are you so emotionally invested in this?
Like, I mean, a lot of these reporters, everybody has kind of their own personal bias, right?
For sure.
But he just can't hide his emotion whatsoever. No. 0%.
And he's so in love with, like, the Bucks and Kenny. And by the way, one of my favorite teams in the world is on Ring of Honor. They should be on Dynamite, which is the Righteous. Oh man,
I wish Vince would quit with the not so much like he's doing the cult leader thing a little too hard for me. It's getting a little bit much.
Okay.
The dig what I'm saying every 15 seconds.
Fair enough.
It's like, oh my God, Vincent. But I think he's super cool. I like Dutch too.
Yeah. He's and really you know what? To your point, I thought Vince and Dutch were really good support guys, and with like somebody kind of being the face of the group. Yeah. So it's kind of like Diener, right? Where you're getting used to like, oh shit, you talk a lot all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think that's maybe it, because when he was with Matt Taven and stuff back in ROH back in the day, like he barely said anything. So maybe that's what it is. I'm just getting used to him.
Mm-hmm. But we got Trinity Fatu against Savannah Evans right now. Who are you taking, Luna?
Oh, Trinity, 100%. I don't think. I don't think they're gonna have Trinity lose anytime soon.
No. Ooh, kangaroo kick. Folks, I will take a second to remind everybody, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. That's Luna. I'm KJ. Big Nick will be back tomorrow night to cover SmackDown and Rampage. I believe this weekend we're going to roll through the Crockett Cup and cover 2 nights of NWA action. There's some other things going on we're going to talk about. I saw your face, and I feel it. That's why Nick and I have been debating this for 2 days now, because I love the Crockett Cup and what it is. Last year, it was one of my favorite things. The Briscoes won it.
Yeah.
Really good teams. It's not the same.
No.
And the NWA is not what it was. It's gone down.
Yeah. The reason for the face was the Billy Corgan thing that just happened, the quote, and I was like, bleh! It just came back to me all over again.
I think too many like people like Billy, Tony, like they say too much. Shut up. Just you're
Just
running your company. People are going to bitch and complain. It's like Jericho. If a fan tells you suck, you take it. You're a heel. You're supposed to be told you suck.
Yeah.
Fuck your ass. Like, what the fuck, guys?
If you don't like Tyrus, you're not a real wrestling fan. And that's the thing, like Smashing Pumpkins, I remember watching Much Music and how cool they were, and he looked like a bald vampire, and now he's just like this whiny guy on Twitter, and it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Please stop, or I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, and I liked when he like, oh shit, Billy Corgan wants to be involved in wrestling. That's what he does.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, he was doing well. Trevor Murdoch, Nick Aldis, it was going really well. Like that whole Trevor Murdoch winning the championship, it was such a big story in wrestling, and it's just that Nick Aldis left because of it, because the wrestling was declining.
Yeah. Well, and like after the whole stuff happened in TNA, like years ago with him and Dixie Carter, I thought he'd be done after that, but I didn't really follow him after that. Like she took a whole bunch of money from him. I don't even know.
Big dog. True say on that one. I busted. I literally have 2 screens, Luna, and all y'all to pay attention to. Yeah, but there, you got my answer anyway. I hope Damien answered you as well.
Trinity.
NWA is dead. It could be dead if they don't find a way to turn it around. And listen, I don't give a fuck about the Tyrus thing. The point is this: the overall show has to be better. The overall, when we were doing shows in 2022, I would tell everybody, do not miss an NWA pay-per-view. It's worth the money. It's worth the view. It's not anymore. We've skipped a couple because it's changed. Sorry, Billy.
Oh, poor Billy.
Poor Billy.
No, I think, you know what? I was saying to myself, if I'm going to watch another wrestling show, I already watch a lot as it is.
Yeah.
Not as much as you guys, but I watch enough as it is. But if I was going to watch something else, Savannah Evans just tapped out to Trinity.
There you go. There you go.
Love to see it.
Trinity for the win. Ding.
Man, what a good outfit that.
Boston earlier made a comment about getting a Wrasslin for Life t-shirt because he's the current predictions champion up above your head there.
Oh, yeah?
I might have to work something out. Maybe I stick that belt on the t-shirt somewhere. See what we can do.
I was going to say I wanted to watch MLW or whatever, but I think NXT is starting to call to me again. And I think it's mostly because of... Is it good? Is it getting better?
I quit. I know everyone's sick of hearing me repeat this, but I quit at NXT when I went back at Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver was outstanding. Battleground was so good. Really? Match after match banger. Tuesday night was awesome. Tuesday night, I think Impact so far, NXT this week has been my favorite show to this point, like from start to finish.
Really? Tiffany also is champion.
Yeah.
I love her.
There you go.
I've just seen clips of her. But I feel like she is my spirit animal. I love her so much.
You know what?
Diana's coming out.
Yeah, now we're going for the belt. Will this be at All or Nothing, or will they save this for Slammiversary?
I feel like this would be a Slammiversary match. And if it is, I am going. But I feel like this is like a big Slammiversary is kind of like their WrestleMania now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this would be a Slammiversary match.
And last year's Slammiversary was outstanding.
What happened again? What happened on Slammiversary last year? I was watching it that
you had Eric Young in the main event against Josh Alexander. We had
that was so good. Yeah. This has to happen at Slammiversary. What's the next pay-per-view? Against All Odds.
Yes, next Friday. Next Friday.
Jesus Christ. Going
Impact's
quick.
a weird scheduling company. I don't know who makes the fucking schedule. But they got to get off Fridays, and they got to stop. Like they'll do 2 or 3 in a month or in 2 months, and then none for a while.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like some of these are happening on Fridays, but some of their pay-per-views happen on Sundays. Like, they need to keep it a little more consistent, because going back between the 2 days is just fucking my head.
The NWA died when the Horsemen first split in 1989. Dog going way back. He's like, listen, this shit, the minute they fucked up that and, you know, Jim Herd and all that mess. Yeah, I don't know, Big Dog, you're not by yourself in that club. But I appreciated Billy trying to revive it. And when he went back to that 80s studio vibe, the graphics were 80s. I'm like, Billy's doing some good shit. He's acknowledging the history of NWA. But we got to fight.
Oh.
Who is that?
That was Giselle's.
Oh, there's Giselle.
Bag keeper, that guy. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Giselle looks good. Jesus.
She
looks good tonight, y'all. So are we going to get Deonna and Trinity against these two? What is happening?
Jordan!
Wait. Jordan?
Jordy!
What are you doing here? Well, I guess her contract expiring wasn't really a thing.
Well, that's the funny thing about Impact with the tape shows, right? Like, we saw it with Valkyrie. Right? Valkyrie shows up on AEW, and we still get 2 more episodes of her on Impact.
Right. What is
Camille defending the NWA Championship against Markova, night 2. Camille's had an outstanding title run, guys. And we'll see. That'll be an interesting match against Natalie Markova. Yeah, look, Boston agrees with me.
Okay.
Best show of the week so far. I mean, we had Gigi and JC in the weaponized cage match, and it was good. It didn't go too long. It didn't get too stupid. It was good. Wow, they laid out Jordan Grace.
Damn.
So maybe this
is,
yeah.
This is her way off of television for a while.
The crowd went quiet because we're not done yet.
No, that guy in the crowd is wearing a Joe Hendry shirt. See how bad that is? It's just like JH with like a blue squiggle around it. It's so weird. Now, what's going on?
So Jordan Grace, Deonna Purrazzo, and Trinity Fatu are all decimated by Giselle and Savannah and whoever the other guy is.
I did watch the Gigi and what's her name? JC Jane. Yeah. I did watch that match though. That was really good.
Okay.
I like Gigi. I did watch that match because I was clipping it out for you, but
right.
But I'll just watch it, and it was pretty good. And yeah, you're right. It was like a 15-minute match.
Yeah, you know, like sometimes it gets ridiculous, and like now they're just throwing shit at each other. Like they got in there, they beat the shit out of each other, and then kind of as realistically as possible in this environment, like she dropped her through a table, she didn't kick out of it. It was over.
Yeah. No, I actually really enjoyed that.
So maybe that is the goodbye for Jordan Grace there.
Why? What happened?
Well, because they just kicked the shit out of her, right? Maybe that's she goes away now for a while. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. As long as they don't kill her off too, we're good.
They got to stop killing people.
You know what? As much as I didn't want to see Eric Young die, that was pretty fucking cool.
It was. I'll give you that.
It was so cool. So
Subculture coming out to the ring. I heard the Fiend could be coming back. Have you heard these rumors, Luna?
Yeah, they want him to go back to his old Fiendy self. Like they weren't happy about his Lights Out match with LA Knight.
Nobody was.
Nobody.
At least they were smart enough to know it sucked.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God. But I don't know. I think people are. Why is she here?
Jody Threat.
Oh my gosh, she's
nuts.
She is something else.
She needs to be in a tag team with Nikki Cross.
Oh God.
They can just run into each other like bumper cars.
Yeah. Jesus.
I'm all like, I don't know, guys. Listen, Bray to me, I sat on live streams for months, like, you know what, Bray's coming back, completely marking like an idiot. And then he came back. We all loved the White Rabbit stuff, and then it just fell flat. I think if you bring Bray back, it's got to be impactful, it's got to mean something, and it's got to be cool.
That's the thing. I feel like the stuff leading up to him coming back to WWE, like everything, the weird hints he was dropping on Twitter, and we were all trying to figure stuff out, like that was cool. But then as soon as he came back and the QR code started coming up, and like that was cool, like the first 3 times. And I don't know. It just, and I feel like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of the IWC are so against him now. They're so like, oh no, that sucked, make him go away and all that stuff, that it would have to be fickle as hell. But yeah, it would have to be something real amazing, because I feel like people are just so bored of him at this point and his last run.
Well, it's like you go to that movie that like you're so excited to see this movie. You're amped. You get your popcorn, you sit down, and the movie starts, and you're waiting for something to happen. And it doesn't happen. And then the movie, like, fuck, oh, man.
To me, it felt like. More like I bought a ticket to go see Scream, but then accidentally walked into My Little Pony, and they locked me in. That's kind of, I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's like Mountain Dew sponsored by, and like, it was just weird. It was weird. I don't know. I didn't like it either. That being said, if he were to come back and change it up a little bit, I'm always going to be excited for Bray Wyatt. I think he's so brilliant. I think, I don't know what he was trying to do this time, but his whole, he comes from like such like a creative mind. He has such a creative mind. And I think he's trying to do too much like David Lynch when he needs to, instead of just dragging things out and making things complicated, he has to speak to a wrestling audience. Like he was before. This time I think he was just making it way too complicated. He didn't need to do all that. It was a lot. Bray. I'd love to see him make a movie. He hasn't done that yet. I'll watch that shit. That'll be good.
Well, apparently that's one of the delays getting him back to wrestling, was he was on set of a movie. Fact checkers, what was the movie called? But they'll let us know. But yeah, I love Bray Wyatt. I love what he was as the leader of like the little swamp cult. I want him to come back and matter. And like I thought you nailed it right there when you like the explanation of dragging out the story and trying to be too cryptic and too like it's got to lead to the ring. You know what I mean? Get in the ring, do some stuff in the ring. Stop showing up and talking to me. We're over it.
Yeah, and if you were to do that, like, cinematic, like, out of the ring stuff, I would even, like, matches somewhere, you know? Yeah. Like they used to do at, like, the Hardy compound. You know? I liked that shit. But more like Bray Wyatt style. Like, creepier. Yeah. I'd be okay with that. But, I don't know. Who knows what's going to fucking happen. I wish he'd just go to, like, Japan or something.
That'd be insane, because Japan would let him go crazy.
Yeah, and I feel like Japanese wrestling fans are just, you know, they'll wait for it a little bit more than, you know, North Americans. We want things quickly, right now.
I like this comment.
Oh my God. I should just get this made into PCO, to be honest. Right? I'll do it. I've done worse. Let's go. Ooh.
Both ladies up over the rope, but Jody caught her head on the bottom rope. I thought, ooh. Oh, she's screaming. Oh, man. She's a screamer.
Ooh. Remember when she was in AEW for that one match against Athena, and Athena fucking ate her alive. Just whipped her around by her hair. Oh, my God. That poor girl.
And everyone freaked out about it, but I don't believe Jody came out and said she was mean to me. That was the interesting part of it all.
No, I think she said it was fine. I think she actually came out and said, like, what are you crying about?
Jody's fucking nuts. Like, she I don't think she was having a bad time at all.
No. Oh, my God.
She bird her brain buster. I love it. There. The first 3 times of anything are normally cool. Unbroken, welcome back. Not always true, but I get what you're saying. Like once you see it 3 or 4 times, you're kind of getting sick of shit, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you're talking about the Bray Wyatt thing, the whole QR code thing was really cool.
I loved it. It would shut down shows. Like everybody forgot that there was a wrestling show going on, and everybody was Googling shit.
Yeah.
Everybody was clicking shit. Did you know there was a big fucking bunny in Italy? Like all this nonsense. But the wrestling, like it literally took over some of the wrestling shows. To me, that was amazing. Like I haven't seen many people do that. It was just so lackluster when we got the payoff.
Yeah, exactly. And the guy that did an ad for his business with the QR code, and that was brilliant.
Genius. Prick. I don't need my shingles done. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Okay, let's go. What? Like, okay, maybe you know better than I do, but why am I supposed to care about subculture?
We don't.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, in the sense that they're new. I mean, 2 count. Oh. Danny Luna's good. I mean, Max Webster was from NXT UK.
Okay.
A high flyer. I mean, they're kind of like upstarts. So we don't really care about them yet because we don't know a lot about them yet.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe they were somebody like from somewhere else, like New Japan or something. So they were not a group before. Subculture is a new thing.
Somebody can confirm that. I don't know them as like, I mean, maybe they found each other over the last little bit, but yeah, I hadn't seen much of any of them until recently. So other than Webster. Ruby versus Jody actually came up in the same scene together as wrestlers all over Ontario. It's a true story. Ruby.
I like Ruby. I don't know. Like what she's doing now is kind of
meh,
but I like really
she's like the third wheel in the Outcast.
That's how I feel too. That's how I feel. She's kind of just there, you know.
But you remember when she was doing those runaway, the runaway like pre-tapes before she signed with AEW? She was just doing those little vignettes.
Yeah.
I was so jazzed to see her sign with AEW, and it just never.
Joe Hendry and Santi. Oh, Dirty Dango, where you at, my
John Cena.
John Cena.
I watched an entire 4-minute clip of him fucking shit up today.
It's the so best. Funny. Oh,
Roddy the Piper.
He's the best. He really is. I'm so happy he's an Impact. I do want to see where this Dirty Dango thing is going. I hope that continues. Like this weird sleeping in a garage, doesn't give a shit. I love it. Oh no.
Kenny King's the guy that just shows up when you we need you to fight somebody. Kenny's like, I got it. I'm in.
I'll do it. Oh man. Oh yeah, he broke his nose. I forgot about that.
Right, kicked him. What'd Rocco say? I want to see what Rocco said. The Fiend puts Roman down for no. I think the Fiend is going to go after Cody. If we get the Fiend / Bray Wyatt, Cody. Yeah, it's going to be so over the top, theatrical. I'm in.
Cody and his loafers. I can't with him. I fucking can't.
See my loafers from her loafers.
Oh, he's good. I get it. I don't think I really like that clean cut all American we the people thing he's got going on. I don't love it.
I think that's the knock on Cody is that for me anyway is just it comes off very polished, very. Wait, what is this? Oh, we're getting a replay of Under Siege of Masha.
Oh,
this has been amazing.
Tonight. Yeah, they're just fighting for the sake of fighting all over the fucking place.
I think it might have been before you got on tonight, but they're going to have a dog collar match against all odds. I don't recall two women having a dog collar match, so this is going to be insane.
I'm so excited. I love dog collar matches. I'm glad they don't happen all the time because that would be ridiculous. But when they do happen, oh my God, they're like my favorite. Like when FTR and the Briscoes had a dog collar match. Mm-hmm. Oh, or Raven and CM Punk back in the ROH days. That was one of my favorites, like ever. It's so good. I love dog collar matches. That's all I had to say.
No, that's perfect because it's funny because we were talking about Cody and Brody Lee. We talked about Piper and Valentine.
That's the first one ever, right?
Yeah. But yeah, the FTR Briscoes might be the best one I've ever seen. And even with the addition of two chains. But yeah, no.
Mine, I still think is like Raven and CM Punk. Just their whole storyline. Because CM Punk is straight edge and Raven is the complete opposite. And he was like pouring beer in CM Punk's mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so dirty. I love that match.
Yeah, you know what? Touche. Kudos to you. Completely didn't even think about it.
It's just anything Raven does, I'm all over it. It's a good match. But also, it's soft spot for Jay Briscoe at all times. So
right.
Show him the Cobra Santino. Against all odds. This didn't happen already?
No. Because they were friends. Well, what was it on the... Oh, wait. Didn't they fight at Under Siege?
I'm pretty sure it was the pre-show. Something happened because I never, ever, ever watch the pre-show no matter who's on it. I'm so bad.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. So maybe just now we're getting a rematch against Crazy Dango?
Crazy Dango. But he was Crazy Dango. I think something happened. I don't know. Now I fucking have to watch the pre-show. I have to go back. We're getting ABC versus the Good Hands.
I know you don't like the Good Hands, so it's kind of interesting, right?
It's not even that I don't like them. I have no feeling whatsoever, which is even worse, maybe. They're just like kind of...
They're not moving like that needle.
Discount version of like the Good Brothers. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I see where you're going with that. Yeah, the Good Hands. Yeah, they're just kind of... They're goons, right? They're like they're like 2.0 Coke and Diet Coke.
Yeah. Oh man, seeing Rosemary as Rush is so weird.
Next week looking good on Impact.
Oh,
Moose and Rich Swann versus who was that? Macklin and I can't believe I forgot the graphic already.
Oh, I forgot it too for some reason. All I saw was Moose and I got really excited.
Travis, good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. Moose is set to expire, and this is a guy that would be an asset to anybody, in my opinion, Luna.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard him say that he's never leaving Impact, though. Money changes all, but right. I feel like he said he just likes working for Impact, so I can't see him leaving.
Yep.
After he said that, but who knows? Money talks.
You never know. Well, I mean, and it's a good point. Like, we talk about Jordan Grace, you talk about Moose, like these people that have really developed their niche with Impact. I guess there's a level of fear to make that decision to leave and maybe lose that, like go to the WWE and get fucked up by their booking.
Yeah.
It can't be an easy decision when you're already established so well.
Exactly. And I feel like Impact is really starting to grow more the last year, especially, like it's really starting to come into its own, and a lot of these people like going to Japan or going to Revolver or doing like smaller shows or GCW. It's like, I don't know, I couldn't really. And when it comes to these people and their time, their personal time as well, WWE, you are kind of just on the road all the time, so I don't know. The landscape of wrestling has changed, y'all.
For sure. Well, Subculture's back out now. I don't know if they're baby faces or heels or...
I'm confused, but the one in the back kind of reminds me of Will Ospreay. like a
Little Will?
version.
Yeah, he looks like Little Willie.
Willie in the back. Yeah.
Pause. Show him the cobra. Hey, keep the cobra away.
Give that snake back.
Now that I would love to see where Cody's concerned, KJ. Now that I would love to see where Cody's concerned, KJ, that would be one of the storylines that would make me want to watch Cody Rhodes. Anything, do it. So are we talking about Bray? Yeah, I think if we're trying to stretch the Roman thing out to WrestleMania, Bray could kill a couple months easy.
I would like that.
To me, it's like the darkest of darks against the whitest of fucking baby face whites, right? Like it's bad versus evil. It's right there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? If Cody Rhodes is going to do anything, I might be the only one, but I'm liking the Cody and Brock stuff right now. I could watch that for a little bit longer, you know?
Yeah, I think I'm hoping they go to SummerSlam, but I will send a correction out there. A couple people now. It's Luna.
Laura. Hello, Laura.
Right?
Most white bread name. Jesus. I wonder if they're going to be pushing these guys subculture, because they, like, the girl just had a match and now they have these guys in the main event.
Well, these two had a title match already. Like they fought ABC Under Siege, so like they're coming out the gate swinging. I think they will. They're in the ring with Motor City, so yeah, they're not shying away from them.
Yeah, that's great though. I feel like they need more women, especially. So if this what's her name? Danny Luna,
I believe.
Yeah, like she has a cool look. I like her.
Right. Punk vs. Raven is popping up in the recommended yesterday. So there you go. Unbroken getting vibes.
Nice.
Welcome back, Unbroken, if I haven't said that yet. Jack, Michael. Remember, if we're missing some of these chats, we do have the super chat, folks. We try and click on as many as these as we can, but we're not perfect.
Who would you like to be sent to NXT in your opinion?
Well, let's just skip to who was sent to NXT in our opinion. We have Ali show up at NXT this week and Baron Corbin show up at huge.
Wait, Mustafa Ali?
Ali showed up, walked out of the crowd, got involved, and then at the very end of the show, Carmelo Hayes, your NXT champion, gets laid out by the lone wolf, Baron fucking Corbin.
I love Baron Corbin. I love it.
Why did I know you would?
Happy Corbin, all the Corbins.
Corbins.
Yeah. So that's amazing. But so Mustafa Ali left the WWE to go to NXT then.
Remember he gave that big speech about like if I don't win, I should just quit. So I guess that meant I didn't win. I'm going to go to NXT and revamp. I think it's good for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh no, I think it's. I think he's so amazing as it is. It's just. I don't know. I like him. I like him, but yeah, going to NXT, do that. But like, can he just? He did that whole speech about leaving. He can't come back. He can't do that.
It's wrestling. I mean,
you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Right.
Ric
Flair's been leaving for 44 years.
Oh my God. Remember when he had that last match with Andrade, like as his tag partner?
We were live.
Oh.
It was fucking hilarious. Me and Nick were dying. If you guys want to go back and watch a fun stream, go back and watch me and Nick covering Ric Flair. Nick kept saying the last woo we hear from Ric Flair will be wee woo of the ambulance. It killed me.
No, I thought he was gonna pass out and die in the ring.
He did pass out twice.
Oh my God.
And then he said, I was dehydrated. No, motherfucker, you're 80. Like dehydrated is a state of being at this point for you.
Oh my God.
And I love you, Rick. Don't take it wrong.
But then he came out and said he regrets saying that it was his last match as well.
Of course. Because people everywhere are like, we'll give you another chunk of money to do more. And he's like, ugh.
I guess so. Well, and here's the thing. That entire card was good. The whole show was good. Mm-hmm. It was just that match was a little uncomfy to watch for sure.
It really was. There was literally moments where you kind of like, oh, don't hurt Grandpa.
Yeah. Jeez. But you know,
Motor City subculture. You having an internal conflict? Yeah, who we taking? We kind of slept on that. It's got to be MTM.
Yeah, I'm going with Motor City on this one.
The Guns are both going for titles next Friday. Yeah, I give them the W for sure.
Yeah. Next Friday. Jeez, I feel like I just paid for one. Yeah, that just happened.
Yeah, last Friday.
Man. We'll see.
Let me double check because I want to make sure. I know sometimes I make,
Yeah, Under Siege was 2 weeks ago, right? 1 week ago?
No, last Friday. Same weekend as Battleground and
Double or Nothing. Right. Yeah. So
2 weeks apart.
The thing is, their pay-per-views are what, like $10 or something? Something stupid like that. Like, they're not that expensive, so I'll pay for it, but...
Don't they come with Impact Plus?
Do they?
I think they do. Maybe.
What? I've just been paying twice?
Maybe. I'm trying to think now. You're making me question myself.
I'll have to look into that shit. Anyway, if it's Impact, I'll pay them. It's not a big deal.
No, we like to support the cause. We're members here on YouTube. The match is rolling along, by the way, folks. Not bad as far as the pace goes. Impact against... Where's this damn thing? Yeah, June 9th. Today's the first, right?
Yeah.
So next Friday.
Jeez, Louise.
Okay, knew I wasn't crazy.
All right, Impact. I'll pay you.
Okay, if I have to.
If I gotta, I will. These guys are pretty good.
They are. They're quick pace, high flying, good energy. I mean, like you said, you need to build within. Impact has seen some people leave. They're going through a bit of an influx. The Knockouts division is taking a bit of a dip.
Ooh, Jesus.
Kenny, WWE doesn't have a Saturday show on the 17th. Collision is doing nothing to WWE's ratings. Yeah, 100%. And in addition to that, I don't know what Kenny said, but Collision is in big shit. Like, I don't think the WWE is nervous for a second to put a premium live event up against Saturday Collision.
No.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, there's nothing to compete against there. And Kenny, I mean, Saturday night's a tough sell. There's a lot of sports on Saturdays. Like I said, us Canadian folk like to get out to the cabin, cottage, go camping. Saturday's a tough sell in the summer. That's why part of these ticket sales are tricky.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, we get 3 months of summer here. I'm not going to be sitting inside on a Saturday. There's no
it
fucking
goes
way.
Quick.
No. Ooh, come on.
Vance, welcome back, by the way. Hopefully they keep Brock from Seth for a title. Hopefully they keep Brock away from Seth for a title match or feud. Been there, done that. Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to get Brock anytime soon. I'd be kind of like you. I don't want to see it.
I'd be okay with it.
Would you? Okay.
I love Brock. I love him.
Fair enough.
I'm okay with that. But I don't think, like, at this point in his career and his life, like, he just wants to go out to Saskatoon and wrangle fucking moose, you know? Like, I think he's pretty happy doing what he's doing. And he's getting paid a lot of money just to beat the shit out of Cody, so.
But would you ever have thought in 2023 that we'd see Brock on every pay-per-view?
No. Has he been?
Right?
Yeah, he's been on
on every one. He even went to Puerto Rico. He went to Saudi. Like, this man's putting in the work.
He really is. Good for him. I love Brock Daddy. I love him.
Brock Daddy. Oh, it's over. Oh, no, it broke it up. This is a good match, folks. You guys are watching what we're watching. Great match.
Yeah, because like what? I'm trying to think of what other tag teams they have. They have ABC, they have Subculture, they have Motor City Machine Guns.
Decay.
Kind of. Battle Riot was pretty good this year.
Alex Kane, Alex Hammerstone. I love Alex Hammerstone. I want to see him get away from MLW and see what he can do elsewhere. This guy finished a match with a broken leg against Fatu, or broken ankle. He's a beast. Little Hulk Hogan.
Oh man, I really want to watch MLW. I'm gonna have. Maybe I'll just get in one episode.
You give it a shot. Like the weekly show's tough because it's a lot of times you're getting matches that happened like even up to months ago, right? Like
right.
But like Taya Valkyrie dropped the title like end of November. It came out in like April. So shit like that.
You already fucking know.
Some of their you got to put up with, like, I think you would like it because it's got that impact element of like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Is it like supernatural a little bit?
It can be at times, but again, it's just a little chaotic, a little over the top.
Love that. Love it.
Again, I don't dislike it. They got really good talent there. Like you've had Fatu, you got Hammerstone. There's people there that make the show kind of interesting.
I've actually been following that guy for a while, Alex Kane.
Yeah.
On TikTok, and he seems really nice. I didn't know he was in MLW, but when I saw that name pop up, is he good?
Ooh. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll check it out. And it's free on YouTube, isn't it?
Yes, maybe
something like that. I don't know. I'll look for it. I'll Google's it.
Steve Macklin is a terrible Kenny. Coming out the gate hard. Steve Macklin, terrible champion, could not make it in the WWE. He will fail in Impact Wrestling, will fail to go back to WWE or AEW. Ooh, Kenny.
Jesus.
I feel like this is Kenny King cutting a promo on the motherfucker.
Do you have anything to say about his mom, too? Like,
yeah,
you want
right.
to throw that in there?
I like it. I like the take on it, but I kind of disagree. I like the 20, like, as far as Impact goes, Macklin has had an outstanding 2023. He's been an outstanding heel. Like, he's a good heel. And he's had, like, he's putting in the work. Like, he's gone through wars with people, including PCO. Oh, MCM wins.
Good, as they should.
Will he
Subculture?
Yeah, and I don't think he failed in WWE. I think the Forgotten Sons were forgotten. And that's it. Like, I mean, he reinvented himself. I give him credit for finding himself. Will he make it back? I don't know. Does he want to? I don't know. I sense Dusty is hiding in the ring. Pause. What? Who?
Who? What? Dusty Rhodes?
Shotzi versus Dust at Rise 3, Women's Pro Wrestling Network pilot episode. Big Dog, get out of here. Fuck out. That doesn't is that the end? Oh.
That was the end of the episode.
That's it?
Huh.
Time flies when you're having fun.
That was a strange episode. There was a lot of talking at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was odd. That didn't feel like an episode of Impact for some reason.
It didn't feel like a full episode of Impact. That's why I was like, is that it? But now I look at the clock and I'm like, oh shit, it has been 2 hours. Or an hour and a half for this. Pay-per-view will always be top views. Folks, if you watched Impact Wrestling tonight, you give me a rating out of 10. If you want to give me a rating out of 10 on Ring of Honor, if you watched it, let me know. I'm curious.
I want to know.
Right. Good main event. I want to see Priest versus Seth at Money in the Bank. Priest. I thought you said Nakamura. Who said Nakamura? I want Nakamura, Seth. I want Priest versus Seth. What do you want, Boston? Make up your mind. They could only get better. Subculture would be a great sign for Impact. Yeah, I don't disagree. Up and coming. You need young talent.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, chat. What a match. Impact signed Subculture. There you go. It was a good match. And I mean, two teams very similar. Smaller, athletic, high flying.
Flippy. Yeah. I thought they already signed them.
That's what I thought as well. Are they not officially signed?
I thought they were. I think they are. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Fuck.
Damien's given Impact 8.5 out of 10. Wow, he's happy. Good hands. I forgot about Heath and Rhino. We haven't seen them in a minute.
Oh yeah, it's been a hot minute for Heath and Rhino. I really like them together. I wouldn't have ever in my imagination put them together, but I like it. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, they're a good counterbalance, right? You got, mean, angry, sweaty Rhino and happy-go-lucky. It worked. And when they had the rivalry last year, and like they were doing like you hang out with my kids, and now you betrayed me, and when he was with the design with Eric Young, it was, dude, so like good. I was touching my heart with these ones, boys. It was ECW. Yeah, we can talk about that some other time. But yeah, I mean, MLW had that vibe. It just kind of went a little off that range.
Yeah.
What do you think of Seth Rollins in Captain America 4 as head villain? And do you think he will keep making movies and be better than The Rock?
No.
I can't see him being. I mean, what do you define better than The Rock, right? I mean, The Rock. Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. The Rock has his character, but he's also just Dwayne Johnson, right? At the end of the day, I feel like I love Seth, but he's too like shticky, Yeah. Like, he's too like his over the top laugh and everything. He's like a caricature of a character.
Yeah,
I love that for wrestling, but I couldn't see him like outdoing The Rock in movies.
No, I mean, The Rock is built like a fucking house, and it is kind of like this, he's again, the people are like, The Rock's not a good actor. He makes blockbusters, guys. Like, he makes those, mainstream movies. He's not, Batista going off and making, think pieces. But he's made billions doing it. But yeah, Seth doesn't exactly strike us as like that guy. Like, he's not the next, one man takes on a village. Like, no.
No, I don't see it. No.
Right. But I mean, he could be a good act. Like, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll get off the MLW stuff. Macklin had extenuating circumstances in WWE because he's guilty by association of, Riker was a fucking shit show. But then there was just, again, they were one of those call-ups that just never amounted to anything. And yes, in addition, Riker was a shit show. Jackson Riker. We won't get into that on this stream, but he's a bit of a nut. He's a nut.
I will Google him.
Do it. You won't like him.
Okay.
I personally like Macklin. All right. Boston feeling it. The heel vibes. I think he's a big opposing, and he gives me, like, he comes out like a dick. Like, he's got a bad attitude.
Yeah. No, I think he's great. He comes across as a dick, but him also running away from PCO like a little bitch boy. I kind of liked that too. It kind of like fed into his character. He's just, I don't know. I like him. He's growing on me for sure.
There you go. Excellent show. 9 out of 10. I'm not.
I love Impact, but I'm not going to be that aggressive. I'm going to give it a 7.2.
7.2. I'll go 7 even. I don't do the points very often, but yeah, I'm right there with you. It was. It went quick, so it had to be half decent.
Yeah, it went by really quick. I don't like how they're doing my boy Crazy Steven. I really don't love it. I wish they would just let him win once, just one time.
Right. I think you could break him away from Black Taurus, still be Crazy Steve and creepy, and just have some really good matches with some really good talent in there.
Yeah, because he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways. And you know what? I liked how it started with all the promos and Nick Aldis and all that stuff, but it just went on way too long.
The beginning part, I thought, and it's rare for Impact, right? Like, they generally get into shit. I didn't mind the Bully stuff to start the show because Bully's a good promo, the champ's there. But then MCM came out and it went long, and then you went to the back again, and it was like 25 minutes in. I was like, oh fuck, do something.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little odd, but They're building towards next week's pay-per-view, so got to give them a little credit, I guess.
Well, and I guess that's the hard part is when you have pay-per-views 2 weeks apart, it's a quick turnaround. You got one show to figure this shit out, and here we go.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that they did it, right? But we'll find out.
We will see, y'all.
8.5 says Damien. That's pretty good, folks. I think Dave's got a long one, but you got to have someone crash that celebration on SmackDown tomorrow. Well, Cody's going to be there. I don't know why, but Cody's going to be there.
Cody's
weirdest
everywhere.
shit ever. Was he coming out to congratulate? Like, what the fuck are we doing? He's on Raw. I know everyone's so mad about the fucking brand split.
Oh my god. He's a Raw caricature, right? He's a Raw caricature.
100%.
Oh my god.
Accurate on all accounts there, Luna.
Oh my god.
That's where people are getting mad, and I've been trying to defend them. Like, have patience. They're ironing some shit out. They can't just end the bloodline stuff. But then they keep booking. Oh, here's AJ on one show, and here's Cody on the other. And I'm like, now I just look like a fucking mark because they're making me look stupid.
Oh yeah, the AJ showing up. I can't with AJ anymore. I can't.
No,
I can't take him seriously. He just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think he just hasn't really changed much. There's been no progression in character at all since like the TNA days. It just feels like the same guy, which it is, which is great, but like a little bit of something. Not you can't just
something. Yeah.
Grow your hair and expect me to stay interested for like 20 fucking years. I don't know.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Eric Young versus Bray Wyatt. I would like to see Eric Young with Bray Wyatt now that we've lost Vince. But there's options there. Bray Wyatt and Eric Young against each other psychologically would be worth watching.
Oh my god, I would love that.
You'd be in heaven, actually, wouldn't you?
I would be so happy. So happy. But we'll see. He's been signed allegedly to WWE.
Yeah, for months.
Yeah.
He's been helping out backstage and shit. Just like pushing brooms until they give him a wrestling gig.
Oh man. As long as they don't put it, what was that little group called with Nikki Cross?
I want to see it. I know exactly what it is because I want it to come back.
I please.
Why are you making my vitamin brain go blank? I'm not even looking at the chat because I don't want to see it. Oh man, I went blank. I'm gonna be so mad. Sanity, thank you.
Sanity. Right.
Yeah, bring them all back. Go get Wolf. Go get Big Dane. Let's go.
Big Dane. Yeah. You know what? I don't know if it's Sanity. You know what? As long as they bring Eric Young and put him back on my screen, I'll take anything at this point.
Fair enough. One of the last ones we're going to click on tonight, folks. You heard it here first. Sean saying they're going to give us a new title for Roman tomorrow. And part of this celebration, they're going to dissolve these two titles. I've been saying that for a long time, Sean, but I'm just guessing. I would love to see this. Get rid of the two belts and make it a brand new belt and continue the lineage from there. I like it.
I can't wait.
Come back tomorrow to find out if it happens. Steve G and Mark, good to see you both. Thank you for that. I completely blanked. Oh my god.
Same. I couldn't think of anything.
Bray Wyatt versus Miss in a monstrous ball. All right. Yeah, AJ needs a rework.
100. Oh god.
Oh god. Well, folks, that is a Thursday night. These ones usually go fast, and I do really enjoy the no commercial breaks. I have to admit it.
It's great.
Isn't it? But I thank everyone for being in the chat here tonight. Where was that one comment? Wanted to click on. That doesn't even matter. But folks, we will be back here tomorrow for SmackDown. Yeah, I lost my sanity. No kidding. I'm on here for hours upon hours every day. I've lost my fucking mind. Winged Eagle revamp would be really cool. I love the idea.
A Windingle.
A Windingle. Shut up, Luna.
Bastin.
Thank you for this stream, KJ and Luna. Have a good night. No, we appreciate everybody for tuning into these shows. Luna, where can folks check you out?
All over the place. I am on mostly
I get around,
on Twitter, and then Instagram. I'm trying to use Instagram again, but mostly I'm on Twitter, Havoc_Luna.
And you can also see her on the Wrasslin for Life Network, TikTok, and on our Instagram and on our Twitter. She everywhere, folks. She making moves. We're going to see her on Impact soon.
Maybe we'll see her get rid of me.
Right. So, no, we greatly appreciate it, Miss Luna Havoc. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out all our links below. We're everywhere, and we're growing by the minute. We're going to pop up in some other places very soon. But we're having a lot of fun. That was Impact. Tomorrow and the weekend is ahead. Make sure, like, share, subscribe, be a part of the family. And until then, we'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.